Evening everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Live. My name's Kelley, Stampin Demonstrator in Karaka, Auckland. Tonight we're just going to do a bit of a card sketch because as you can possibly hear from my voice, I'm a little bit under the weather and haven't really had a lot of time to get stuff organised for today. So I'm going to do this card sketch. Card sketches are great if you want to make a card and you want to do something really quick. I've made a little pack which I have for sale, $10 if you would like the digital version of it. It also has some tags as well, $20 I think it was for the whole thing printed and laminated with a ring. There's 13 ones for 40, 50 odd different, and there's way more than there is on there, but if you're interested, please do get in touch. I can send it through as a digital download PDF, or I can have it made up and ship it to you, so it's $20 plus shipping. Alright, so this is the version that I made this afternoon while I was getting ready. Quick, easy card actually, using some designer series paper. You could use stamps and you could use, I haven't used matte layers, so I might do that tonight with you. Matte these pieces here, so you can step it up, or you can have it quite simple and basic. So let me flip you down and let's get going making the card. Alright, so that's our card there. Let me get it up on the screen so I can see if anyone joins me. Okie doke. I don't want to. Hi, Alison. Let's turn the mute off. Alright, so this is the Friends of the Ocean designer series paper, which I got as part of the paper share, but actually haven't used it for anything myself. I don't have the stamp set either, but nice bright colours. I wanted something that I could use all of the DSP for to make my card, so I'm going to start with I've got a white base, and maybe we could go the opposite and use, so these are the patterns. This is the one that I've used, and actually I cut the middle out of it to get the two-tone, but you could easily just use one. So let's just go with the pink for that one as the base. So I'll put the card sketch here. Hope you can see that. That's what we're working towards. Again, a card sketch is just a starting point if you are having, if you have any mind blank, or you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed because there's lots of new stuff out, and you just don't know where to start, or if you know that you have some design series paper that you want to use but you're not really sure how you want to use it. So that is too big. So I'm working on my card base being 14.85 centimeters, and then scored at 10.5, so half of an A4. So then my designer series paper is 14.35 by 10 centimeters. Alright, and that gives a nice little edge around the outside. Get rid of that, and then let's have a look at what we can put on the front. So, because I've gone with just pink, we might go, oh that's pretty, let's use a bit of that, let's use a bit of that. Do we want some plain in the middle? I'm thinking a piece of that either side and that in the middle, and then I'm going to mount it on some white. So these strips here I made 3/4. Yeah, so I'm going to go an inch this time. I want to go this way. That one, it doesn't really matter, so we're going to go this way. Oops, get it nice and squared off. Pop it in your trimmer. An inch is just over 2.5. Alright, centimeters. So we pop that over there. And then that's a good length. 4.5, which is 11.5 centimeters or thereabouts. So I want 4.5 inches, and I'm going to cut 2 of them at the same time. So 4.5 inches. I know we are more of a metric kind of a, but for crafting I actually do find using the inches is a little bit easier sometimes. Alright, so I've got those 3, and I think I'm going to pop them like that. So I'll get some white. And I don't know about you, but I keep all my little white offcuts. Some of them are wide enough and long enough, and some of them aren't. So let's have a look. These are great for sentiments or cutting out your shapes or whatever. I don't think I've got any actually that are going to be long enough. Or if they're long enough, they're quite thin. Something like that. Hey Chantal, how are you? Excuse me. Okay, what's that one? That one's not going to be long enough. Nope. Looks like it's a newbie's. That's right. So our pieces are, I'm going to get 2 on there. 1, so we'll go this way. So our designer series paper is 1 inch, so let's go 1 1/8, which is 2.85 centimeters. So if we were going to pop that on there, we'd get a nice thin border, or we could go to 1 1/4 and have a bit more of a border. Let's do that and cut it down if we don't like it. So we cut them at 1 1/4, so these are going to be, because they're 1, so our length is going to be, we have 4.5, so we're going to do 4 3/4 of an inch, which is 12.1 centimeters. If you have our trimmer, it has both measurements on it. I haven't got the metric ruler, but you can purchase that. Alright, so let's just see. I need 1 more. I think I'm liking this better already. Just gives it, it just lifts it a little bit more. I just went very basic with that one. And then, so let's see, what this looks like. I actually think it needs to come down a bit more. I think it's going to look better with a narrower mat on it, but we'll see. We could have actually also, oh, it's not even going to fit anyway. It's not going to get the effect that I want. So, 1 1/8. So as you can see, card sketches are really useful just to get a starting point. And then we'll cut off along the bottom too because we did 3/4. So we're going to come up 1/8 of an inch. Let's put them all there. Excuse me. I was just sitting watching Country Calendar, because that's what Matt watches on a Sunday night, while I was finishing my dinner, waiting for, to come on here, and thought, oh my goodness, I have to go to work tomorrow. My brain's in holiday mode, and I have a meeting all day, so that's going to be fun, but that's okay. That's okay. Alright, so card base. I'm going to pop these down, stick them down. The nice thing with Stampin' Up! Paper is that you have those two-sided options, and if you didn't want something as busy as this, you've got the plain patterns that you can use as well. And then, even if it's you're looking at that being they're not going to match up, Kelley, because you cut them end on end. There's lots of options as well for you to, even if the theme of it on one side is not really your thing. I don't know if that's why I haven't really used the paper, but it's just been something that I haven't kind of thought too much about, to be honest. This one, it wasn't until I was going through all of my mini stamp sets that I have to give up because they're retiring. And the paper, I've actually got quite a bit of paper. They're keeping quite a bit, which is quite surprising. They don't normally. So I'm thinking I might pop them up, because why not? Yeah, my shelf is like cleared of stamp sets and dies, which is a little bit sad, and some favourites. So I will be popping them up on my page once they. So Stampin' Up! Have changed how they do things now, and they put everything that is going on a last chance list. So it's not actually retired until it's no longer available on the website. So some of it is just going to be sitting, waiting for it to go, unfortunately. I don't think they go a specific way, but that feels like a better option. Okay, so we're going to pop that on there. I'm going to use a bit of black. Now I know there's not actually any black in here, but I thought it just actually brought it out quite a bit. It did quite well at making the colours pop a bit, I thought. So I'm trying not to pull it too tight, but I don't want it too loose either, because otherwise it will buckle the paper. So it no longer comes, this is the cotton twine, no longer comes on a roll like this, but it comes in a 5-pack. Do you know upside down, Kelley? Just on a smaller reel, similar kind of thing, but a smaller packaging option, which is good, it takes up less space. Okay, so let me just get my scissors. Oops. So I'm going to pop that there. Just spread it out a little bit, it cleans out. And then pop it on here, and glue that straight on, hopefully. So, whoops, straight, because it's got dimensionals on there. I'm going to push it down from the other side so it doesn't hopefully move. And then we've got, I thought I punched a circle out. Doesn't have to be a circle. I have a shape. No, just as a piece to punch. So using the 2-inch circle punch, just punch that out, and then because I'm cheap and that's how I end up with so many bits and pieces in my bag, I'm just going to cut that off and get rid of that. So that's great for a sentiment if you wanted, if you didn't want. So I put the stamps away. Where? Oh, under all my stuff. It is, and I always need birthday cards, I think. Which have I got one that just says for you? Right. You could leave it without the sentiment and just add it later, but I'm just going to put birthday wishes on. You could cut out a little, I could cut out some little things from, oh, I like that much better actually. Stamp. I think the chamois needs to be re-moistened. And chuck some of these on. So one at the bottom because we want to go over there. and that's on the bottom, and then I'm going to put a bit of across there. And then we've got too low. I'm thinking because I want that there, actually, let me take them all off. Because I want it higher up than what I was going to put it. It does kind of need them, but we'll live. Will we? No, we won't. Try it again. If I had put my panels on as I did with the other one, just straight flat on there, it would have been okay. But because I've put the one dimensionals, there isn't really. So, version 1. With the sketch, and version 2 stepped up. I think stepping up is actually, I'm happier with that one, but I think sometimes just for, like, you know, if you don't have lots of stuff, that still works, and you could even just leave your strips and have them with dimensionals on them. So that is our card for tonight. Look there. I did have a quick look, and I only saw one card that was posted. Oh, I feel like I'm losing my voice again. From last week. So only Jill has popped a card up, so congratulations, Jill. I know that you guys already, that I owe you a heap already. So I'll just add you both on four prizes now. So I will go through my box of things and send you some treats. I really appreciate you participating and sharing your cards that you make. It's really nice to see what other people, what their take is on. Thank you, Alison. That's one of the things that initially when I was looking at all the sketches, I was like, I'm not really a big fan of sketches, but sometimes it actually is just a jumping board for you to boost your own creativity. So those are nice and bright and cheery. I just have to get a little bit better at sending them too. So I hope that you have a go at doing that sketch. Doesn't have to be a circle, doesn't have to be rectangles, they could be whatever shape you want, doesn't have to be designer series paper, it can be cardstock that's embossed, or the base can be embossed cardstock, these can be plain cardstock, or it can be designer series paper, you can emboss that as well. Add strips of blank different colours, stamp on them. There's so many things that you can do. So love to see what you end up making. If you end up making something, I will try and remember to take a picture of these right now, and because I don't think I can do it while I've got my live, and I'll post it up so that you can share your creations with us. Alright, thank you very much for joining me. Where did I get them? Chantel, some of them are out of the catalogue and some of them I just found online, but yeah, I just went through the ones that I thought would be ones that I'd likely use, and put them all together in a Google slideshow and then just printed them out from that. So yeah, I've done that one for a challenge. I've done some of them. We did that one at On Stage last year. Some shapes I wouldn't have, but some of them are really simple and basic, and then other I've done that one, and then you've got, I've done that one, done that one, I don't think I've done that one. I haven't done too many online, but I've done a few that just kind of get me, you know, there's sometimes that you just kind of think, I don't actually know where to start, so having that as a, I will be Alison, thank you. At least it's not a super early start tomorrow, it's a 9 o'clock start, so that's going to be a little bit of a sleep in rather than getting up at 6:30. And I will see you all next Sunday. Yeah, so if you're interested in the card sketch templates and you just want a digital download, that's $10, or if you want a full one that with it laminated and put together, that is $20 plus delivery to you. So yeah, alright, I'm gonna go. Bye for now. Thank you very much for joining me. Really nice to talk to you, Alison and Chantel, and to see you. Take care, have a great week. Bye for now.